Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Today we are going to keep working on our conservatory. And I just want to do a few things to make our lives easier first. This one being turn off the ceiling. Cool. And then I want to take this wall here. L, L, select linked. UV, no, sharp, seam. No. Okay. Shift G, coplanar. Grab our wall. P, separate by section. New collection, back wall, turn it off. Back wall, back wall, back wall, back wall. Cool. I'm just gonna, we got one extra vertex or set of vertices, vertices there. Just get rid of it. Cool. So now we can see our room better. That should make life easier on us. All right, save. So I think the first thing I want to do is put in a big chandelier. I've kind of been vibing on the idea of making a chandelier now. And I think I'm actually just going to open up another blender and do it over here for right now. And I'm going to use the screw tool and lathe drawing, I think. I'm going to start with a big center thing. Tab. Shift A. Curve. Bezier curve. Tab. X. Delete the vertices. Now draw. And we're going to make something that kind of, I don't know, we can be as weird as we want to, right? But that. Tab. Cool. Let's just see what that gives us to start with. Add a modifier. Screw. Nice. Okay. And we can edit it now again. And do all kinds of whatever we want to it. Cool. And obviously we have all of our Bezier points, so we can be as whatever we want to be. Something like that. And I'm going to set our screw to 64 steps. So it's a lot more circular. Cool. And it's a good starting point. I do not want to delete it. So I am going to Shift D, duplicate it, turn off the original curve, call this body, and convert to mesh. So I still have the original if I need it. And the mesh for these are fine. I want to come in here and grab this loop and fill it, and grab this loop and fill it. So now I have a kind of an interesting looking shape. Now I want to, again, there are easier ways, but, or not easier ways, more efficient ways, but let's just grab every other. Of course, because I got 64, it's going to take forever. Let's go around. There we go. That's faster. Every other loop. Okay. And then we're going to, how do we want to do it? Inset. Not too far, just like that. Okay, yep. And then scale. How do we feel about that? That's kind of cool. Let's do that. Okay. Nice. Then we could do, there's a way to just, is it Control Alt? Yeah. Now edge. How do I select? There's a way to do select the whole edge. Oh, should probably Shift G. Let's see. Haven't done this in a while. Select direction. Or nope, not that. I guess direction will work. Direction. And we can select similar. Because it should be, it's never going to go for a horizontal one, is it? No, it did actually, didn't it? Something like that. That's all right. Better than what we had before. Now, let's see. Shift G direction. 2 minus, no. I can just grab this whole thing. There we go. Shift G direction. No. I'm trying to remember how to do this. It's been a while. Length. No. I don't want those inner ones. I just want to grab them all. I'm just going to try and see if we can find it. Amount of faces around an edge. No. Didn't think that would work. Face angles. 0.01. Face angles looks like it got us what we wanted. Shift hide. Yes. So we got just a couple. Weird. Well, that's fine for what I actually wanted to do, which was just bevel. Cool. A little bit weird there, but that's fine. Undo. Control bevel by percent. Yes. There we go. Very cool. Alrighty. So that's our first thing. Now, let's see if we can turn back on this curve. Turn off body. This curve. Turn off that. So that was our original curve object. Now, if we wanted to tab, let's see. I'm just going to duplicate it. Shift D, turn off the original. Edit. I'm going to get rid of X vertices. And then E, E. Kind of line it up the way we want it. Turn back on body. Okay. Something like that. Could be neat. Okay. Um, let's see. This one I'm just gonna geometry, add depth, give it a roundness like that. S is X is 0. There we go. Straight up and down now. Cool. Same on this one. Cool. Like it. Fill the caps. Convert to mesh. Okay. Now, radial array. Cool. How many that give us? Actually, don't need this one because we're not gonna, we're not offsetting it any. 8. 8's good offset to 64. Cool. Now, come back to here. Dot. Go planar. 2. Okay. I don't want, well, okay, I can do this, and I'm just going to move it back. Shift A, add a Bezier curve, tab X, vertices, and then draw. Like that, don't like it. Not yet. Let's draw better. That might be better. Add a modifier, screw. Cool. And we're going to give these 32. It doesn't need to be quite as detailed as the base one. I'm kind of into that. Cool. Let me make it a bit bigger. Which we could do either by just scaling it up. That's kind of neat. Come on. Ooh, that's very cool. Turn off screw for just a sec. Is there one here? Otherwise, it'll let me pick it. Weird. Oh, maybe because it's the center or it's the origin point. All right, fine. Turn back on screw. We'll just adjust it, but that's fine. That's cool looking. I like that. That's neat. I'm going to, again, call it upper curve. Duplicate it. Oh, undo. Edit mode. Duplicate it. Turn it off. Upper curve. Object. Convert to mesh. Fill it in. Cool. Fill it in. This right here is a bit. Do I want to go to that center point there? One dot. Come here. All right. Very small. Let's turn our view. We're very small. 0.001. See. Weird. I was trying to make it a little thicker, but is it just being... Okay, I see. It's just screwing it around like that. Well, that's kind of neat. RZ. Unturn it around. Maybe like that. That's fun. Cool. Okay. I'm into that. GZ. Up. You know, we could just join it to this thing, and that would do that. That'd probably be easiest. Yeah. Edge, bridge edge loops. Something funky like that. It's kind of neat. I don't know, maybe. Kind of just playing. No. Here. Yeah. Okay, back to there. Shift A, mesh, just add a simple torus. Minor radius of 0.1. 0.075. Yeah. Major radius. Let's just take it to there. That's cool. In just a bit. There we go. Howdy. Good to see you this morning. Okay. Now this guy, can I just rotate it slightly? Let's see. 360 divided by 64. No. Divided by 2. There you go. Perfect. Just gets it lined up right. You know, middle things. Yes. Okay, so it's 360 divided by 128 too, if we needed it again. Liking that. Let's take this, duplicate it again. GZ. Up. Into that. Cool. I have not. I don't actually use either of those things very much. I used to use subs and sum, but I haven't done much with it lately. Let's come to this thing, and we just go back to this one bad boy here. And I'm just going to grab, skip 2 in between. Cool. Control bevel. Not bevel, control inset rather, sorry. Ooh, yeah. That didn't work. Screw that thing up there. We don't want to do that. Just gonna undo this last one. Get rid of it. We don't need it. There we go. That's better. Cool. And I'm just gonna see what happens if we do a control 1 on it. How do we feel about that? Sure. Alrighty. Now let's do another one. I want a Bezier curve. X, delete the vertices. And we're going to put this one up here and draw that. Cool. Add a modifier. Screw. How do we feel about that? We might want this to be broader. Just kind of draw with it a little bit. Cool. Cool. Kind of all right with that. Let's bring it out a little bit. So it does that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Cool. We're going to set it to 32 again. 16 is just not enough. Okay. And I'm good with that. Cool. I'm going to duplicate it. Turn off the original. Turn off that. Tab E. Actually, I'm going to undo, delete this. X, vertice. Did I add another one? No. X, vertice. X, vertex. Cool. 1 E to like there. Cool. Oh, not to right there. Undo. E or G, sorry. G to right there. No. Get out. Grab this one. Undo, 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 undo. Okay, for right now. Turn this bad boy back on. I just want to see where we're at. Oh, that's all right. Actually, I'm okay with that. Okay. Bevel depth, we say 0.075. No, it's too high. And is there an extra vertex here that I'm just not? Yes, there was. There still is. G 0.5. X vertice. G minus 0.5. There we go. Screw you. Much better. Okay. Cool. We could just add another W subdivide. Add a curve like that. That's neat. Yeah, let's do that. That feels elegant. Convert to mesh. Now, radial array, just 4. Cool. RZ 360 divided by 128. 360 divided by 128. There we go. That should line it up with those. Yeah, I get a little bit of a curve going on, which is neat. All right with that too. It's not quite straight. And that's fine. It's feeling like a fun start point on a chandelier. Let's just do a little bit more. Come back to that. Shift S2, Shift A, mesh, circle. Not a circle. Come on, dude. At a UV sphere. That's what I want. Scale it down. Cool. Oh. Is that too high? Just give it a bit of a 1. Neat. Alrighty. I am into it. We never converted this one, did we? No. Convert to mesh. Tab. Just fill it. And fill it. Come back. Cool. A object. Convert to mesh. So it applies all of our mods and everything else. Cool. And then join everything to that. And then object is origin set to there. Perfect. Let's grab it. Take it back into our real file. See how freaking huge it is. It's pretty big. Scale it down just a tad. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to do it by eyeball till I think about there. And up to just about there. Is that too far? That might be too far forward. Let's bring it back to there. That feels good. Save. Turn back on our ceiling so we can see where we're going. And I think we'll just edit this bad boy. Inset. Cool. And then E. No, I'm not getting candles because it's sci-fi, so it's going to be lit with lights. We could do candles. Candles wouldn't be hard to add if we're doing a different, era. But this is going to be because this is sci-fi. No need. But let's just texture just to see what we get from it now because that'd be fun. Okay, so I want all these, and I think, yeah, this, yes, to be. This is going to be Control I and assign just for right now. That one can be metal, brass. Brass shiny is always fun. Just to start with anyway. Oh yeah. You're going to have, well, depends what you want. Do you want realism or cinema? Realism, everything's just going to be freaking dark. Lots of big windows if you want sunlight, New, we're going to call this, I don't know, translucent glass. It's not going to actually be glass, but that's fine. Shading. We could do it with a principled shader, but I don't think we really need to. Translucent shader, surface, color. I'm going to go with like a yellow. Okay. Cool. Now, it's going to kind of be a pain in my ass. I should have done this a little differently, but oh well. Shouldn't be too bad, actually. Okay. Layout. Shift A, mesh. I'm going to do this mesh base just because adding multiple lights is just a pain in the ass. May not be the most efficient cylinder. Yeah, sure. Vertices does not need much. We can just go with 16. Scale it down. Oh, right. Object set origin to 3D cursor. Objects set origin to geometry. No. Object set origin geometry to origin. There we go. That's what we wanted. Now scale it down. Cool. No. Rotation scale, just rotation scale. Yes. Cool. Now, radial array. 7. Okay. And we want to RZ. And again, I might as well be accurate, so screw it. 360 divided by 128. That gets it exactly to the center of those things. Cool. Good deal. New. And we're going to give it an emission. Not special, sorry. Emission. Emissive. Yeah. Of white. And we're going to make it a strength of like 50. And let's see. They glow. Cool. We got lights for that. Good deal. Then this object we can just cheat on. Inset. And Shift D, P section. Why not give it solidity? Cool. Where is it? Body 1. This is going to be central light, and these cylinders are outer lights. Just so I can find it again. Come on, I want them all. Oh, I'm in edit mode, that's why. It's like, what's going on? This to this, link, materials, get rid of brass shiny, come back in, and light. Sweet. That is pretty much exactly what we wanted. We could just do that's our whole chandelier, right? Yeah. M, new collection. Chandelier. Cool. Now here, tab 3, E, cool. Out. That plus oh, make that brass shiny as well. I think it's going to help unify together more. Yeah. Has a base. Even do one up here. Oh, this becomes a pain in my ass because we got all this edging now, but let's see. Could be kind of neat if we said that. Go that loop, bevel again. Let's undo that. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, they overlap, I see. That's why. P section tab, grab this. Just gonna try it. Q, actually, undo. I'm gonna undo all that. Shift D, P section, just to keep it separate. Cool. Q, add modifier solidify. To there. Cool. Apply all. And now, how big is it? 5,000. Not really need to be 5,000. Let's quad remesh it to, I don't know, 2,000. And it is X and Y symmetrical. We can delete the original. That's really neat looking. So it's pretty cool looking. And make it brass shiny. Cool. Probably could be bigger even, but you know what? It's fine. And then this one, Q sharpen. Awesome. Yeah, I use the bevel modifier too sometimes, but honestly, sometimes I just like to be able to just do it and then not think about it again. So there's pros and cons to both ways. But yeah, I'm thinking it's pretty cool so far. I'm liking it. Maybe let's just give ourselves a little bit of materializing, kind of jump around. Grab this guy tab, 3, Shift G, coplanar. There's our floor. I'm actually just going to separate it off into its own object too, so we can hide it later if we need to. Floor. Sure. Re-UV project it because I'm sure it was fucked up. And let's see if we have some materials we want to use. marble floor, maybe from the same from the kit bash. Marble floor. Sure, let's try it. Yeah, I mean, scale looks about right on it. Tiles look good. Sure. I'm into that. Now, what color do we want our walls to be? We could go with another marble or paint. White paint might be fun. White matte or a light matte? Let's do a white matte. Yeah. Okay. Sure. This, I think, needs to be the same as that. Or we need to UV it again. Cool. How about our steps? I think the same. Very sort of, yeah. I'm into that. That's feeling fun. Now, do we want these to be white paint? Do we want them to be metal? Could kind of go either way on it. I feel like metal might look neat though, just to give us a different color. Not brass. I think we're going to go with matte titanium, maybe? Yeah. It's kind of neat. Is that all of them? Yeah, I think so. Ooh, does that one not have a mirror? Did I not finish the mirror? Did I not mirror that one? Oh, I didn't. Well, let's mirror it. Hmm? Oh, wrong object. This. Mirror. Now it's good. Cool. Yeah, that's feeling fun. I do like having those subtle texture differences. I think they do work. We need to do our door frame and our back wall to the same white. Back wall on. It's going to be link materials and link materials. And we got to decide what we want to do with our door. This, I think, can be that. And this, we could just try to keep it that. I do like the titanium on the white. I think that's cool. So yeah. No problems. No, they were stairs yesterday. I haven't changed. The only new thing geometry-wise we've added is the fancy chandelier. The rest of the geometry is prior. We're just doing a bit of materializing so we can kind of visualize better what we want. Yeah, I'm liking. I think just going to now Shift A, mesh plane. New collection, ground. I'm going to scale it up about there. Tab to about there. Cool. Think I'm into that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add some plants and stuff too. It's just a matter of I kind of want to get the space feeling right, so then I kind of can see how things will look better when they're inside. If I start adding plants just based on geometry, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't get the feel for me. It's the same way sometimes. That works for me. Control A, rotation scale, tab A, inset. Cool. Select outer. Shift D, P section. E4. It's going to be high, but I think it's okay. And then we're going to go and give it some topiary. We'll use Thuja again. Cool. And we're going to just come to that one and turn off the trunk. And then this, link, copy modifiers. Cool. And then this guy, we can turn back on the trunk if we want to even leave a tree there. Cool. Nice. Now, come to ground or floor. Did I call it floor? Or did I call it anything? New collection, obstructions, create, and I don't know. New collection, floor. And we'll move floor into obstructions. Right. Cool. And then this, we can just give it material. There we go. I've never seen Phantom. Let's see, GZ minus 0.02. Just take it down 2 centimeters so it's below our floor. Cool. Now, give it some grass too. Just kind of working on the outside first, then we'll jump back in. Oh, nice. Biome scatter. Open the scatter. Okay. And grass. F2 is kind of what we've been like. Let's just try optimize because I'm not really looking at. Cool. Yeah, because we're not really coming outside. We don't need to be big. But we do want to optimize color mask on upward obstructions. And we're just going to go to obstructions. There we go. And that should be more than enough to give us a feeling of, yes, we have grass outside. That's all I needed. Cool. Now, this Move new collection hedges. And we'll just turn them off for right now because they're going to get in our way otherwise. And I'm going to turn geoscatter off too right now because I don't really, having now done it, I don't need it anymore. Good deal. And I'm liking the space, which is good. You would hope that I did. Back wall off. Chandelier. I think I'm going to move that to ceiling. Keep us optimized. So if we turn that off, we got just our space now. Cool. All right, so some plants then and stuff. What do we want to put in here? What do we want this space to be? Part of me wanted to be like just where this guy lived, like have it just be a strange kind of apartment space lit up with a light too. But don't have any good bonsai trees or anything like that, which would be cool. Let's see what Botanic has for us. Do we want, I think we want to keep it very contained. I was thinking about like we could do like cool vines up the walls and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't feel appropriate to this particular space right now. Cool, but not appropriate. So we'll do something. We'll do other stuff instead. We're going to keep this more traditional. That looks like a neat pot. Let's see how we feel about it. We're going to make it bigger. Cool. We're going to mirror it on that. Cool. Those are good pots. Then, yeah, exactly. We're definitely going for Versailles versus Art Nouveau even to keep it in our real world. Let's see. How big is this pot? It's very simple, but I kind of like it. Scale it up. So it goes in front of that window like that. Cool. And we're going to mirror it to the other side like that. Cool. And let's just not do that. Down to there. Sort of very low-key pots. It's not a super fancy space like that, which is fine. But I like it. I think it's gonna be good. Now, shrubs. Tropical. Tropical just feels fun in a space like this for some reason always. That's probably huge, isn't it? It is, but we can shrink it because it doesn't matter. I have to shrink it even more. I kind of dig. There we go. I do want it to feel very inviting. So I find that helps with that. So gonna have to brush by these leaves, but it keeps it from feeling too cold. We could just rotate this one so it's not. There we go. Now our leaves are up higher. That looks good. Cool. And then flowers. Hmm. Do we want flowers in those side ones there on the floor? Or something a little taller than flowers? Let's see what this one looks like. So it is a little taller. This is that one we used before in the other room too, which is cool. Okay. I'm not going to worry too much if it cuts through our wall. We'll try to kind of avoid it, but that feels like it could be all right. And then tab it. And we're just going to give it a bit of a stem again, because I don't care too much. I mean, I do actually, but... And then a Shift-D, GY, Shift-D, GY. Three and a thing seem good. Kind of line it up more to the center. Cool. And then mirror to our floor again. And then down to there. Cool. Let's just take a look at materials. Oh, those feel beautiful. Love it. Now, really the question comes is how filled we want this thing to feel with plants versus people stuff too. I think we do need a few more, obviously, but I kind of also want to have like maybe some couches or something like that in here as well. Now, do you want to keep using these pots since it sort of ties the room together? Maybe. A bit smaller. And we're going to have to come down to the floor. Cool. Pots there. How much is too much? Yeah. And Victorians not always known for their restraint either. So, you know, but we could just kind of something in front of the door there, maybe. Maybe. Here too. Yeah, that could be good. Kind of laying out pots to give us an idea where we could put stuff. And then just some different plants. Ooh, there's some bamboo. Could be neat. Let's just do that. It's very tall, which is helpful. Mhm. Did I turn on? Yeah, fuck you. I mean, it kind of blocks the door a little bit, but you can still use it. That's fine. Mirror it. Let's see if we can just do this and use it for all these pots. Yeah, exactly, right? 1 square inch of space. Come on. That's cool. I'm really liking that so far. Cool. Yep. Bring it out just a bit. There we go. Reverse it back. Okay, yeah, we work closer to correct there. That feels very, from the gray view, looks good. How are we feeling? Oh, those are cool. They're definitely giving us that look without having to overfill, which is nice. It feels elegant. Do I have any hangy plants? I thought I did. Where were they? Is it an ivy? It's climbing ivy, hanging ivy. Yes. Because we could do, let's see. Come to me. And that's what actually lines up with our wall. Okay, this one I do actually need to be a bit more accurate with. So we'll line up carefully. Let's try that. And then here. I'm just trying it, see how I feel about it. Is it too much? Is it okay? It feels too much to me right now. I don't like it now. We could do some more up top, though. That I kind of don't mind as an idea, as long as it's not getting in our face too much. Flowers. Let's do some flowers. Scale them up. Sci-fi is fun. We can make them as big as we want. Yeah, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's also kind of what I have models for too, for this. But I'm kind of think I like the splash of color. Mm-hmm. Mm. Come on. Probably doing all as one object like this, but whatever. I don't think it matters too much. Cool. Okay. That works for me. I believe. Let's see. Separate floor to there. Cool. And we'll do it again. Undo again. I don't want the floor. There. So I got it lined up basically correct. Yeah, basically. Pretty. Yeah, I'm into that. I think the only thing I might do is take those and these, not that, and these. And let's see, GZ, bring them down just a little bit. Yes, that's better. Cool. Just sealing back on. Yeah. Now, again, I'm definitely trying to understate the technology aspect of this, but I also want some things. So let's just kind of jump around a bit, but whatever. Yeah, okay. Face, poke faces. 1, Q, circle. That's not right. Control A, rotation and scale. Circle, that is. Cool. I'll do actually one more time. Q, circle. I want segments at least 32. I'll go to 64. Going crazy. Yeah, but I want it to feel like a real circle. 3. Cool. E. Inset. Do not want to select outer anymore. E. And then I. Cool. 1. Turn on proportional editing. Shrink it down till it just gives us that. Undo. I want sphere. Something like that. Cool. Yes. That is going to be material plus sign translucent glass. Sure. And then that can be plus a sign. I'm thinking we should go back to brass. Okay. Headlights. Okay. Now I want to edit again and select, hide. Okay. And then 2. Come on. Just give me that object. I got it all 4. Oh, right. I got it in 4, of course. 3. Come on. 4. Fill. Inset. Plus, this should be actually back to marble again. Assign. And then 3 E in plus assign white emissive. There we go. Lights. Just kind of fun. Keeping an eye out. Digging that. Now, 7. Turn off our ceiling again. There is our overall space. We could put in furniture. Probably not a bad idea. We could even put in like a fountain, which could be kind of fun. It would certainly be ostentatious. It would limit the amount of furniture we had to put in. Also not a bad thing. All right. Let's turn our ceiling back on. Chandelier. Body. Okay. Turn our ceiling off. So that's what that is. All right. Oh, this needs to be in chandelier. There we go. Now, maybe we'll do it in another Blender again. Come over here. Yeah. I'll just do a new. Don't save. Now, delete 1. Shift A, curve, add another Bezier. Tab, edit, delete. Now we're going to draw. And it's going to be that. As a starting point anyway. Screw. And we're going to go 32, at least for right now. Okay. Now it feels like I may now draw it wrong. That should be out there, there, there. It should loop like that. Come on, why is it constantly stopping on me? There we go. Yeah, something like that. Like that. Cool. That. Cool. Give ourselves a bit more room. There we go. Come on. Cool. I'm gonna take this down more. There's a lot more room. I think that would be cooler too. And subdivide. Add me that back in. So I take this one. Do that more. Yes. Okay. Fountain. Cool. There we go. That feels like a neat fountain. I'm into it. I don't think I'm going to do like a lot of extra bonusy things on the side in curves. So we can go ahead and convert it now. Tab. Fill. And come here. And we're pretty good on poly count, but let's just gonna go to quad remesh. I don't mind it being 10K, but I do want it to be symmetrical XY. And I'm gonna say 8K. And remesh it. Let's see what it gives us. Yeah, that just seems better. A little smoother. Cool. Ooh, that's weird. Oh, but kind of neat. I kind of like it, but it is weird. How do we feel about those little things? I mean, they're kind of cool. Let's see. Subdiv it. Does that make any difference? No. You know what? Versus this one, which did not have that. Well, let's get rid of our retopped one and remesh it back to 10,000 again. Because I don't care about 2,000 polys if it'll make it better. No, it's still weirding it out. Let's see. No. No. Just turn that off and see what it does. Better. Yeah. Cool. That's good poly count. I like it. Let's see, copy objects. Come back over here and paste object. Scale it down to about like that. Cool. Yeah, that feels good. Object set origin to 3D cursor. Cool. And then bring it down. And it's going to be directly under our chandelier now. I like it. Tab A U, Smart UV project. Try that. And materials. I'm going to try stone. Let's see, stone polished white. Did I get it? No. I don't know what I dropped it onto, but okay. Yeah. Screw you. There we go. Now it's right. And let's go to aquatic. Let's see what we can find in our way of splashies. Jet vertical. We might have to adjust it because it's just a flat plane, but pretty cool. Yeah. Now let's come to here and edit, add to fill plus assign. My waters go. I had good waters materials, and I don't remember where they are now. It's been a while. Thought they came from aquatic, but I don't see. Oh, well, I could go into aquatic, I suppose. Let's see if that will work. Where am I? Objects. I can polygonic, aquatic. Yes, there we are. Spawn material, water, fountain. Cool. And then here, okay, new edge loop, fill, spawn material, fountain. Cool. And then here, fill, spawn material, assign. And let's see, does this thing actually, because that's our big plane, is it? No, it's fine underneath. Cool. And then yeah. Okay. Now, I do think, as I look at this fountain, I want to take this edge loop, this edge loop. That one's okay. Now, grab it, why not? And bevel the shit out of them. Eight segments. I feel like that's better. Okay. Nice. Maybe. Let's just see. Do a brass ring around those like that? Oh, I got the... Assign back to water. Assign back to water. How do we feel about it? Brass ring, no brass ring. Then we'll leave it ringy. Why not? And if I were truly going nuts about this, I'd worry about like fountain fall off around the side there too. But I don't think I'm going to stretch. Well, let's see. I wonder. Mhm. What is this? No, it's a sequence I see. And the material? No, it's in world. I want material. Oh, can I not edit it? Undo. Go away. Let's see. Let's see. There's that water. I don't need the lights, Jesus. Okay, so we got a plane of water if we wanted to use it. It's just object. Where are we? I want to mark it as real. Where am I? Do make local all. Can I not? I want this real. Let's see. Or can I now? Is it in here now to use if I try? Let's see. Plus assign mat. It doesn't look like I have access to it as a material yet. Let's see. Old material comment. Yeah. Got it. So it's legacy, and that's why. But I really think it'd be cool if we could grab this. See if we figure out how to realize it. Object. Oh. Convert to editable? Is that all I need to do? Oh, come on, Seth. Would that be it? Effect stream downward 1. Let's see. Use Smart UV Project wrap. I don't know, did it do anything? There's a mask. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I don't care that much. It's kind of a neat idea, though. We might play with it later, see if we can figure that out. I think we're good anyway. We're doing okay. Hedges, scatter, ceiling. Back wall. On. That's feeling pretty cool to me. I think it's giving us our space that we need. Do we feel good calling this done, or do we want to do more to it tomorrow? I don't know. We could do more to it, for sure. But I also feel like it's looking pretty good. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. I'll give it a second in my brain. But in the meantime, we're done for today. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope this was cool. I think it's coming together nicely. Whether it has come together nicely or not is our final thing to see. We'll have to decide that, but it's a cool space. Yeah. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Okay, folks. Bye.